Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. I have a ton of items to share with you guys today, so I'm just gonna jump right into it. First, starting out with one of my favorite products that I've been obsessing over is the Caudalie. This is the Vinoclean Makeup Removing Cleansing Oil. I have gone through countless bottles of this in the past month or two, and honestly, introducing double cleansing into my life has been such a game changer. If you don't know what double cleansing is, it's starting with an oil-based cleanser and then going in with a gentle foaming cleanser. So basically, by starting out, I just go in with a dry face, no water applied, just this, and it removes all of my makeup, and it adds some extra hydration too because it's oil-based, and just really allows you to strip everything that you've applied, SPF, oils, makeups. Even if you don't wear makeup, SPF can be hard to remove with just a facial cleanser, so adding this into your routine really makes a big difference. And there's no greasy finish, no nothing. It really just gives you like a very bare, hydrated, supple, clean face after using. Next, I have a facial cream. This one is by La Roche-Posay. This is the Toleriane Ultra Fluid. This stuff is so good, you guys. It's just like a drugstore face cream that I found through a recommendation of a dermatologist or a skincare professional that I follow. And it's designed for super sensitive skin. So if your skin is very easily irritated by certain ingredients, this one is amazing. It's not too heavy, but yet it still gives you all of that hydration that you want from a face cream. It is superb. It goes on like silk. It is so incredible. I've gone through about 2 bottles now, and I use this as a day cream. I don't use it at night, but during the day, this is my go-to. I have other face moisturizers, and this is the one that I've been grabbing every single day. Also in the realm of skincare, I have these facial, I guess you'd say facial peels. This is going to be the M61 PowerGlow Peel Gradual Tan. So I've mentioned before, I don't spend a lot of time in the sun. I feel like that's such a preventative measure just to stay out of the sun, use protection. So since I'm not really tanning, it's great to find tanners that last longer than just today. But this one is like an all-in-one peel and tanner. So in this, you're getting a gradual tan and exfoliating facial peel with glycolic and salicylic acid, vitamin K, bilberry, and chamomile. So it really is a mouthful. This stuff is 100% paraben-free, synthetic fragrance-free, dermatologist tested, and allergy tested. This stuff, I'm not kidding you guys. Like when I use this, my skin has a glow like it's never had before. Like it removes an extra layer of your skin, like any dryness, anything that's like building up on the barrier is just wiped clean. And these things can run a bit expensive, I'd say with all brands and all companies, just because they're such potent ingredients. A trick that I've learned is you can open one of these little sachets and cut them in half to make them last 2 uses. So I'll use one day and then the other half the next day, and there's enough liquid in here to really keep it saturated. If you're looking for a facial peel that doesn't tan your face, they also have this in the normal one. This one is just like a tanning effect added on. So you really can get either one. I use both, but in the summer I definitely tend to gravitate towards these just because I like having a little bit of extra color, and I'll drag these down my neck, my chest, everything. So I'd say like once a week, maybe once every 2 weeks. This is so good just to like reset your skin. And I got these, I think the store is called Blue Mercury in Los Angeles, but you can definitely find them online. And again, the brand is M61. Okay, I was gonna tell you guys about my favorite body lotion right now because I have been a bit dry lately. But since I've told you before, I love a good oil, I thought I would share with you guys my secret weapon, something I've been using for years and just recently went back to, is bio oil. I literally have like 3 bottles of this, and this is just what I've purchased here in Dubai. I'm flying through it. I mix these in with my body lotion, or I'll just put it on my skin by itself. This stuff a lot of like pregnant women use, or people who are trying to like dissolve or get rid of stretch marks. But this stuff overall, just as like a body oil, is insane. It's so incredible, and it's a dry oil, so when you put it on, it absorbs really quickly. It doesn't like sit or leave a residue on the skin. It smells great. It's an incredible formula. It's been around forever, and I feel like it does not get enough attention. This stuff is so good. So whether you are just a normal human being or you are pregnant, make sure to check this out. If you tend to have dry skin, it does wonders. And like I said, I put mine into my body cream and then I'll massage it all in, just so you avoid any extra steps. Okay, for hair, let's start with the scalp. I feel like this is something that's kind of like popularizing. More brands are coming out with like scalp treatments and things to help with scalp health overall. And it's not a sexy topic. Like, people don't enjoy talking about like dandruff or dry scalp, but honestly, so many people suffer from this, and I included. When I get dry, my scalp gets dry too, and using a detox shampoo or something of that nature just isn't enough. So something I picked up about a month or so ago is the Briogeo Scalp Revival. This is the charcoal and tea tree scalp treatment. So you put this on when you have wet hair. You just like put it through on your scalp in areas that tend to be like irritated or dry, and honestly, it's like an instant relief. It's not a quick fix. I wouldn't say that it like resolves the issue in one use, but if you're consistent with it, it really helps. Like, it's something that's like a post-shower option that really helps give that moisture. It doesn't make your hair greasy. It doesn't leave like a residue or anything. So I would definitely recommend this if you deal with a dry scalp or dandruff or anything like that. And it's just a little teardrop that you add, and like I just literally like strip it through my hairline in any area that I feel like. So yeah, this is something that I've been loving, but if any of you guys have any recommendations for treatments for dry scalp or dandruff or anything like that, I know it's not like an it topic, but please leave your recommendations down below. I've tried like tea gel, I've tried Way detox shampoo, but it doesn't really do the trick. Like, I feel like a post-shower moisturizer is kind of the move, or like the direction that I'm going towards, and it seems to be working so far. So another hair item is the Color Wow Dream Coat. You guys, this stuff is insane. It is like silk hair in a bottle, and it fights humidity. This stuff is off the charts. I really can't believe it took me this long to find it. You know those girls that just have like naturally super silky hair, like they're just blessed, born with it? This stuff is that in a bottle. Your hair gets so silky after using this. It is heat activated, so make sure if you are using it to douse your hair when it's wet and then go in with a blow dryer, because that's how you're going to get the best results. I also live somewhere where it's incredibly humid, so I'm always looking for a way to kind of like combat that, and this stuff has been everything that I could ask for. When I go outside, my hair stays completely straight, silky. There's no additional frizz, no poofing, no anything. This stuff is all around like a savior product. I also recently picked up the Gisou Propolis Infused Polishing Primer. This is the Prep Me, Prime Me, Define Me. This stuff is amazing. I didn't have like the highest hopes for it. I heard great things, but honestly, it's just like a great all-around product. I use this usually in my hair when it's wet, and it just helps to give like a nice polish. It also helps with heat protection if you're using styling tools, and it gives it nice volume and hold for when you're styling. So all in all, I have been using this every time that I style my hair. I really love it. I also use it in my hair when it is dry, if I don't feel like using a hair oil. So all around, really, really love this. Also, if you have very, very fine hair like me, you don't want products that weigh your hair down. So as something that's like holding the style or acting as like a mousse almost, This stuff is practically weightless when you put it on. There's no sticky texture to it, so it just gives you that body and lift without weighing like your hair down whatsoever. Also, I had to give this stuff a shout out because I've been obsessing over it for months and months and months, and it has lasted me so long, you guys. I use this every single day right when I'm done with my skincare before I do my makeup. It acts as an incredible primer for your makeup. This is the SuperGoop Unseen Sunscreen, and as you can see, this stuff is so loved. Like, all of the writing actually came off of it. So this stuff is an SPF 40 broad spectrum sunscreen, water and sweat resistant. Goes on like what is that like MAC primer called that's like the gel? That stuff, I think it's like photo finish priming something, I don't know. This stuff goes on like satin. It's so smooth, so soft, it's clear, so you don't have to worry about that white cast on your face. It is so beautiful. I absolutely love this stuff. Moving on to makeup, I have an eyeshadow palette that I have fallen in love with, which is not something that I say often because whenever I see an eyeshadow palette, I always see the colors that I know I'm not going to be using. Like, I know so much of it is going to go to waste, and I have been on repeat with one palette for years and years and years, and that's going to be Tarte's Tartelette palette, and this one is so loved that it is literally falling apart. This is, oh, the top's coming off. This is the old one, and as you can see still, I was just using a few of the shades. The other ones I dabbled with, but didn't use that much. So they came out with a new one. This is a larger version of the Tartelette. I believe the other one is Tartelette in Bloom, and this is just going to be Tartelette Tarte. But it is massive. It's about double the size as the other one, and these colors are all just like the natural shades that I would go to every single day when doing my makeup. It's like an assortment of pinks and browns and taupes and whites and shimmers. Like, this is my heaven. I know there's still a couple that I probably won't use too much of, but overall, this is probably the best assortment that I have personally owned and seen. I even use some of the pinks as well as a blush if I don't have that color blush that I'm kind of thinking I want to use. There's so many different variants of pink in this palette that you can really use, like this one here, this one over here, as a blush for your face. So it's kind of like a multi-use. You can dabble and get like max use out of all of these colors. Another thing that I've used every single day since I purchased it is the Benefit Gimme Brow Plus. This stuff is so good. It does not leave any harsh lines whatsoever. It's a very small, precise kind of wand that you can use on your eyebrows just to give them like that nice volume and definition. It is exactly what I could have wished for when I looked for something like this. It's so much easier than using a brow pencil. You have to be so careful with those because it's so easy to like make them look too dramatic. This is just such a natural fill. I love, love, love. I am happy to report that I have found a mascara that I have been loving. I don't really have any issues with it. This is the L'Oreal Lash Paradise. This stuff, I think this is like their darkest shade of black. It is so good. Everyone always talks about it. I picked it up a couple years ago. I didn't love it, but since I'm not using false lashes anymore and I'm looking for a new mascara, this has been it. It's a big chunky wand, and this stuff, honestly, it doesn't leave any clumps. It's really good with like lengthening and volume. And my biggest problem with mascaras is that I was having so much smudging because I do have somewhat long eyelashes that it was hitting the top of my eyelid. And this one, I would say very minimal. I haven't had many issues with it. And I might mention I'm super, super picky with mascaras. So this I'd say is like a 9.5 out of 10. So if you're looking for a mascara, check it out. And finally, we have lips. This is going to be the Makeup Forever. This is the Rogue Artist 152 Sharp Nude. This is a lipstick I just picked up on the whim, didn't really know what to expect, but was looking for like kind of like a natural nude mauve-y pink. I'm super picky when it comes to lip colors. Like, I buy so many that I don't actually end up using, don't like them. They're just not right. It's not something that I can use on any given day. And this one is perfect. It's what I'm wearing right now. It's super natural, very easy to just like dress up, dress down. This is the swatch of what it looks like. It's not going to be matte, but it's not going to be like a gloss. This is just kind of like a satin finish to it. And this used with the Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk lip liner is such a good combo. I really have been obsessed with this combo and basically using it every single day. It's like my go-to, just like natural, pretty, elegant look. I love these two together. Okay, you guys, that's everything that I have for my August favorites. Some of them are new, some of them are older products that I just like learned to love again and didn't know why I stopped using them. But I hope you enjoyed. If you did, make sure to give this video a like. And if you have any questions for me, go ahead and leave them in the comments down below. And I hope you have a great day, and I will see you in the next video.